Okay, so I'm going to make this video. To be honest with you, it's on the fly. Like I came up with a title. Title is what's the title? Am I doing it for the money? So everything I'm doing, am I doing it for the money? Am I chasing the money? Um, I would say, I don't want to give you like a politically correct answer and be like, no, it's not about the money. Money doesn't buy happiness. Yada yada yada. But the truth is, when I made that money, that was making that money, I was able to pay all my bills. I was able to save money. I was able to put money in my 401k, and I was able to think down the road, right? So I lived a very stress free life. The only stress that I had was when I was at work. Um, I I have I live alone, so I don't have too many people that I have to deal with, and I don't have to have other people's drama in my life. So my life has always, since I've been living alone, my life's been very stress free. No offense to anyone. Um, yeah, so I would say 50% of it is about the money, and 50% is about um, seeing what I can, seeing how high I can go, seeing how far I can reach. I visualize all these things in my life that I can reach and I can go. Um, and it's not just the thing that I'm doing in my career path right now, but this YouTube thing, branding myself. I know I have like only like 60 subscribers, but I believe I have a story. I believe I'm inspirational. I believe people are motivated by me and my story, and I believe I can brand myself. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe I can do that, and I think that it's very possible that I can brand myself and eventually make money off of this YouTube, selling shirts, selling e-commerce, um, putting ads on Facebook, to sell my items. I think about stuff like that. Like, I was just talking to a buddy today, and he was talking about how he was thinking about his next move. And I'm like, man, this guy's making good money and he's still thinking about his next move. And I'm like, I'm not the only one who thinks that. It's like there's a certain amount of people that there's some people that are just happy with what they have. They're making their 40, 50, $60,000. They go on vacations, a couple times a year. They're in an apartment or in a house or whatever they're renting, and they're just happy and they're happy, and that's fine. Those people are happy, but there's some people that no matter what they do, no matter how high they go, there's a desire that's inside them that they just want to go and keep pushing and pushing. And it's like, well, what are we pushing for? We're trying to be the best we can be and see how high we can go and see the things that we can achieve. And those are the people that I want to reach. Like, those are the people that I connect very well with. And it's not that the people that are content and happy with what they have already, but it's those people that are hungry to be more and do more, and they would just want to see how high they can go. That's where I'm at, and that's what I want to do. And so, I think about I think what it doesn't scare me, but it's like, okay, what about when I'm 25 right now. I'm 25 years old. I just turned 25. What about when I'm 40? What about when I'm 50 and 60 and 70, and 80? I think about that. Even when I was 18, when I was, I think when I started thinking about it when I was 20. When I was 20 years old, I was thinking about stuff like that. I was like, what about my daughter? What about when she's 18 and she don't want to go to high school, or she don't want to go to college, or she don't know what she wants to do, and I and she's lost. She's like the 18-year-olds that just don't have, going from job to job, and I don't want my daughter to be that way. I feel like it's my responsibility as a father to have options for myself and have options for her. You know what I mean? So I want her to, when she's 18, she don't know what to do. All right, baby, come work for me. Come work with me. Be my partner. Come do this with me. You know, and I can show her the ropes. You know what I'm hoping for my daughter is, I teach my daughter. She knows what work is. She knows. I teach her about work. I teach her about you know, her. My daughter is a good person. My daughter is a very loving person, and that you don't, you can try to teach those things, but you have to show them by example. You know what I mean? You can't say, hey, be this way, and then you're doing something totally opposite of what you're trying to teach her. You know? So what I do is I the person that I'm teaching her to be is the person I am. Like I'm showing her, hey, look, this is how you do it. This is how you be a good person. This is how you say thank you. This, you know, and I'm not the only one. Her mom and her daddy Carrington does it too, and but I also teach her that when I was making those YouTube videos for her, you know, I teach her, hey, baby, this is work. This is work. When the camera's on, we're gonna work. This is work. This is for. I just put in her head like, this is how we're gonna make money. You know, I put in her head, we can make money, we can buy toys, we can buy cars, we can buy houses. So she knows that. And you know, we haven't been posting videos in a while, but I plan to again. She has this I don't know. I don't. We're just practicing and waiting and until I just feel it's right for her. You know, that she wants to do it. I don't want to feel like I'm forcing her to do it. So that's on hold right now. But am I chasing the money? I'm chasing. I don't know if it's comfort or if security, job security, or money security, financial security. I don't know what it is. I just know this is what I want for myself. I want to have a business. I want to have my own business. I want to be able to make money multiple different ways. I want to have multiple sources of income, and and I can do my job right now. I can brand myself on YouTube with this I'm doing right now. I can. I thought about this idea where I know Donald Trump's the president right now, and everything made in America is going to become. It's going to become global. Like people are going to want to all around the world are going to want to buy American. Like I know people hate him or whatever, but it's just I'm thinking about how I can financially make money from it. You know what I mean? So I always think about different ways I can make money, and that's just something I think about. Now, am I executing? I'm executing what I can control right now. I have to be safe with my money. I have to be safe with the decisions that I'm making. So that's what I'm doing. But am I chasing the money? I just want the best for myself and for my daughter and for her kids. I think so far down the road, and I just want to make sure that we're all safe and we're gonna be okay. You know, I'm not. I know what it's like not to have money. I know what it's like to struggle. My family, we grew up struggling, and I've been to many different schools growing up. I've been to different, living in different areas. I've been, you know, I used to get kicked out of my house all the time. You know, like I wasn't the greatest kid. I wasn't, that's a whole nother story. But I mean, I know what it's like to be without. I know what it's like, and that's some of the things that I learned from my parents is how to be without, you know, and some people, you know, they tell me, oh, well, you're just lucky you got that job and you were able to do all that. They don't understand like how much work I put into it, how much effort I put into it, how much stress and just how much of everything that I put into it, and I know that I found what I was always more proud of about myself, because I spend so much time with myself, of the person I was becoming, the person that I am right now. I love who I am. I love the things that I do. I love the things that I say. I love the things that I think about. I question everything I do. Why am I doing that? Why am I questioning this? Why am I, and And so it's like, no, I'm not. If I'm chasing the money, if that's what some people are thinking, it's only because I want to make sure I'm going to be okay when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old. I want to make sure my daughter's okay when she's of age, and her kids. Like, my daughter's 5, about to be turn 5, and I think about stuff like that. And it doesn't stress me out or anything, but it's like, it's in my head, and I think about it, and I want to make sure that I'm doing everything possible. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm trying to keep it short, but I just talk so much. But I want people to know this, because I don't want people to think I'm materialistic, or I'm chasing the money, or I'm I'm selfish. You know, I have a big heart. I love people, but I do understand that you can't help everyone. You really can't. Like, I've tried to help people. I've tried to give people advice. I try to do everything I possibly can to help people, and you can't. They have to do it. They have to put in the work and the effort and be consistent in everything they're doing. And sometimes they're not. Sometimes I'm not. But I just want to make sure that me and my daughter are safe when we're older. You know, when I'm older and she's older, because I would hate her to get out of high school and I have nothing for her. I have nothing, no money for her to go to college. You know, no job for her that I can help her with. You know, and that I feel like that's my obligation, my responsibility, something that I need to do, and I will do that. I am gonna do that because I've been thinking about it since I was 20. That's something that I've always been thinking about. Am I chasing the money? You know, it's just, you know, some people they look at me and I got. Some people they tell me I'm materialistic. Some people tell me I'm conceited or I'm cocky, and they just they have this, I don't know, they have this image of me the way they think I am, but I'm not. I'm nothing like that. Some people haven't seen me in years and talked to me in years, and they're like, "Oh, he got a job. He did really well, and he thinks he's all that now." I'm like, "No, dude. Like, I want to help anybody. I want to help everybody. I want to inspire people. I want to do all that. But at the end of the day, we can have a moment. Like, you can watch one of my videos and get real motivated, but if you don't stay consistent that next day and the next day and the next day on what you want to do and what you plan to do, you're not going to achieve nothing. You're not. What happens is you go watch a positive video, you go watch these inspiring things, and you get like the high. You get that high, like, oh man, I'm gonna change. You have that moment, right? And the next day you're like, you're okay, and then the following day you're like, you just forget about it. You're like, oh, I'm trying, you know, and you just blow it off like it's nothing. But you're never gonna change if you keep doing that, you know, and that's something that I've learned. You have to be on it every day. You really do. You have to think about it every day. You have to drown yourself in it. You have to want it so bad. You have to believe in yourself so much, and you have to work more than you think you need to work. People are out working you. People are out doing everything you're doing right now. Have you started? Have you started what you wanted to do? You have all these plans, right? We have all these plans, and well, are we executing? You know? I don't know why I went off subject, but am I chasing the money? All I know is that I'm trying to be the best I can be. I'm trying to have multiple sources of income. I'm trying to make sure that I'm safe when I'm 30, 40, 50, 60. When my daughter's 18 and she has something to do. This is the stuff that I think about, and this is the stuff that I'm working on. I just want to thank everybody again for watching my video. This is a back-to-back video, and I don't know. Yesterday when I made that video, I was just thinking about, am I chasing the money? I always ask myself that, you know, like, am I chasing the money? Like, but it's not. It's, you know, at the end of the day, I wish that we can all be equal, right? We can all be equal. I used to be like that peace-loving hippie person, right? But then I know that not everyone works the same. Not everyone puts in the same amount of work as the next person. And so not everyone can have what the next person has. You know, you have to put in the work, you have to be patient, and you have to start. And that's what it's the brutal honest truth. And you know, I wish that everybody can be, you know, make enough money where they can pay their bills, they can go on vacation, they live this good life, you know. I know everyone wants different things in life, you know, but the people that want more and want to achieve more, start working, start putting in effort. Get off if you're on your phone, go educate yourself on something that you want to get into, because it's time is, you have time, but a lot of people are starting. A lot of people are starting, and that's why I'm starting this YouTube, and that's why I'm getting on the road, because if I don't start now, people are gonna pass me up. And it's not a competition, but I want to make sure that I'm putting in the time and the effort. I'm gonna end the video here because I already talked for 16 minutes. I talk a lot, like I can't even, and I'm talking to a camera, but this is how I talk when I talk to people. Like I have these, see, here I go again. I'm just having, I'll talk with people and we just go and go and we just, it's back and forth and it's crazy, right? But yeah, just conclusion of the video. If people think I'm chasing money only for my future, for my daughter's future, for her kids' future, and that's the honest truth. You know, money doesn't make me happy, but money's gonna pay my bills, and money's gonna get my daughter in college, and it's gonna pay for a lot of things, and it's gonna make me a lot stress free. And that's the truth. Thank you for watching my video. Like this video. If you watch this whole video, like it, please. Thank you. If you, man, it's super long. You're probably not gonna get to this part, but if you do, send me an emoji. Yeah, send me an emoji so I know you watched it all. Thank you, and bye bye.